shit, I'm lost.
That was MAGA Republican Governor of Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, when she was endorsing the MAGA Republican candidate for governor of Kentucky, Daniel Cameron, who lost, and the Democratic governor won re-election, Andy Beshear. And Governor Beshear, in his re-election victory speech, dunked on Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Don't worry, I'll show you that clip in just a little bit. But what I want to talk about is an extension of the LECTERN gate fraud that we have been covering here on the MeidasTouch network. And we've been covering the work of a sleuth lawyer blogger by the name of Matt Campbell, who does these incredible public records requests to smoke out Sarah Huckabee Sanders' fraud and corruption and wasteful spending. I've done numerous videos and episodes on the LECTERN gate fraud, whereby Sarah Huckabee Sanders in June was partying it up with her friends Virginia Beckett and Hannah Stone, who helped with the January 6th insurrection. They were all partying in Paris together in June. Matt Campbell did a public records request. Turned out that about $19,000 was paid to Virginia Beckett, Sarah Huckabee Sanders' friend. She runs an event consulting company, and then had an invoice prepared for around $19,000, just under the reporting limits, showing that the $19,000 payment was for a lectern. Then Sarah Huckabee Sanders had to answer, well, what is this lectern that you paid $19,000 for? Then she invited the press to take a photo of this lectern, which she claimed was a custom Falcon special lectern, which at most cost $7,500, but in fact, it looked like a fake Falcon lectern. It probably cost about $500. No one's ever seen this lectern again, so it's highly questionable if this lectern even exists in the first place, or if she was just basically covering up that she wanted to funnel money to her friend Virginia Beckett. That's currently being investigated. Was this just part of a lavish trip to Paris and then finding a way to pay her friend? What we do know, though, is that the public records seem to be tampered with, and a individual who works within the Arkansas Administrative Services wrote an email confirming that in September, following all of these public records requests, that she was instructed to write "to be reimbursed" by the Republican Party of Arkansas, and to go on the original documents and to tamper it to write "to be reimbursed." And then the Republican Party ended up paying the $19,000. And why would the Republican Party pay the $19,000 if the taxpayers paid the money in the first place? Like, why are they reimbursing it? And even if this lectern exists, which no one actually thinks it does, who spends $20,000 on a lectern, especially where Arkansas would, it would be helpful to have someone who's quote unquote fiscally conservative, which she's absolutely not, or where Arkansas is between 45 and 50 on a lot of metrics, from education to healthcare and other types of services, where you're spending $20,000 on a lectern that you don't even use. So even if it was a valid purchase, which no one really thinks it is, it would be a highly questionable expenditure. But Sarah Huckabee Sanders seems to just ignore it all, doesn't care, and tries to change the subject. And she banned woke words recently, so she did that to try to distract. She gave a whole speech: "We are banning woke words in Arkansas. No more woke words." I kid you not. Like, all the crap that Americans on November 7th were like, enough of this MAGA crazy crap, just let's be normal. And that's really what the election of, I think, Andy Beshear and issue 1 and the Democrat victories in Virginia and the Supreme Court seat in Pennsylvania and across the country, people want normalcy, and that's represented right now by the Democratic pro-democracy party. But let's take a look at what Matt Campbell uncovered, because there's more, folks. An extension of LECTERN gate. I don't know, maybe we should call this one 123 Report Street gate. I don't know if that has a ring to it, or should we call it Small Diner Gate? I'll explain to you what I'm referring to in a second. So here's what Matt Campbell posted. He goes, "I don't know, y'all. I kind of doubt Sarah Sanders' payments to an entity called Account Test at 123 Report Street, Anytown, Arkansas, 79999 are legit expenditures, mainly because it seems like it would be difficult to pay a company that doesn't exist at an address that doesn't exist." So these are some more Sarah Huckabee Sanders expenditures that Matt Campbell got his hands on. And here you see it right here. Look, she's paying money to something called Account Test 123 Report. for subscription and software. Here are the dates, and she's paying $1,400 to this thing called Account Test. I mean, obviously just very, very sloppy bookkeeping here. And who's being paid all of these $1,400 entries? What is Account Test 123 Report Street? Hence 123 Report Street Gate. I don't know, I like Lectern Gate better.
60% of U.S. pork production comes from one company owned by China. And their hogs, they're given something called ractopamine, which is banned in 160 countries, including China. Yet you find this in your grocery store aisle every day. There's a better way. I'd like to tell you about Moink. That's moo plus oink. Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and sustainable wild-caught Alaskan salmon straight to your door. Moink farmers, they farm like our grandparents did. And as a result, Moink meat tastes like it should because the family farm, it does it better. The Moink difference is a difference you can taste, and you can feel good knowing that you're helping family farms stay financially independent too. I love that Moink is helping save rural America, and I know that you will too. Join the Moink movement today. Shark Tank host Kevin O'Leary called Moink's bacon the best bacon he's ever tasted. And Ring Doorbell founder Jamie Siminoff jumped at the chance to invest in Moink. Plus, they guarantee you'll say, oink, oink, I'm just so happy I got moinked. And I know I do, and I know you will too. Keep American farming going by signing up right now at moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. Right now, and listeners of this show get free bacon in your first box. It's the best bacon you'll ever taste, but for a limited time. Spelled MOINK box.com/MeidasTouch. That's moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch.
And here Matt Campbell explained, but even if you really want a head scratcher this evening, try to make sense of Sarah Sanders' $53,000 payment to checks notes, a small mom and pop diner in Little Rock for consulting political less than a month after the inauguration. And so on Sarah Huckabee Sanders' financial disclosures that Matt Campbell got his hands on, look, At the Corner, which is a diner, a mom and pop diner in Little Rock, Arkansas, February 7, 2023, a $53,000 expenditure was purportedly made. That's what Sarah Huckabee Sanders is claiming. And obviously no one thinks that that's a valid payment right there. Jess DeLoach posted, and she does a lot of great work as well. Here's what she posted. Talked to the owner tonight, a pal of the mom and pop diner, and can assure everyone that she didn't know about this charge. Continue reading Matt's tweets and you'll see this was an error on the end of the person who generated the port. The good folks at the corner deserve $50,000 for being so delicious, though. And so ultimately, what are they doing with these reports? So you've got the Lectern Gate fraud, where no one knows what's going on with this lectern. No one's seen the lectern since these photos were taken of it. $20,000 to a lectern. Your friend Virginia Beckett and Hannah Stone they're not in the business of lecterns. They're event services. Why are they involved as middlemen in a lectern? And then we looked at the bill of lading on the last video that I showed on the bill of lading. Nothing made sense there at all either. And the company that was supposed to be sourcing it, why are they working with Virginia Beckett? They don't even seem to be making these Falcon lecterns. I can go and watch my other videos on Lectern Gate, but here Matt Campbell's also just showing how sloppy it is. Money's going to 123 Report Street, Anytown, Arkansas, and they're submitting it. And just think about how sloppy they are to do this. I want to show you right now. This is what Sarah Huckabee Sanders said at a Trump speech that's just taken place after the loss, after the voters resoundingly rejected this MAGA craziness. Here's what Sarah Huckabee Sanders is saying. She says, the other side is crazy. It's crazy versus normal. Shh, nobody tell her. Here, play this clip.
The truth is, it's not even a question anymore between right and left. It is normal versus crazy, and the left is doubling down on crazy.
Okay, that's what you're saying. I'm just going to show you a part of this. Crazy versus normal. This is what the opening speech at this Trump event where you're speaking at, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. This is Roseanne Barr, who's apparently a big Trumper. And here's what she said. Let's talk about this. Play this clip.
Aren't we all fed up with the deep state bullshit? And the bullshit. We want Trump, the Magador, to kill that goddamn bull. And the bullshit, kill that goddamn bull.
Okay, and finally, I promised you Governor of Kentucky Andy Beshear dunking on Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Here it is.
Thank you, Kentucky! Tonight, Kentucky made a choice. A choice not to move to the right or to the left, but to move forward for every single family. A choice to reject Team R or Team D and to state clearly that we are one Team Kentucky. A choice of Jack Harlow over Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Yes, even a rapper has more cred for an endorsement than Jack Harlow has more cred than Sarah Huckabee Sanders in Kentucky. I'm Ben Meiselas, and across the country, probably in Arkansas. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Look, folks, this MAGA craziness just needs to go. Let's get back to normalcy. Let's get back to intelligent conversation. Come on, America, we're so much better than that. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 2 million subscribers. Thanks to your support. Have a great day.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.